to Go with Joe, and today he's with some kids who can really cut a rug.
Joe is with two local kids who recently won the National Dance Championships, and they're both under the age of 10. He joins us now from Southwest Portland with their story. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Kim. Yes, with Anya Klimova-Preston and two of her young students. Anya, tell us who these young people are right here.
Those are dancers, ballroom dancers. Yes. They are just back from the USA Dance National Championships.
Their names are Lazar and Alena. Okay, and they are respectively, she's, I believe, 7 and he's 8 years old, and they won the top title. Basically, they won the championship at the USA National Dance Championships. All right, so tell me a little bit about these young people. I didn't realize people this young could do ballroom dancing, first of all. Tell me how long they've been dancing, these two.
Well, Lazar has been dancing for 4 years. He started when he was 4. And Alena started when she was 4 as well, although she's younger, so she joined Lazar when he was already a mature 5-year-old dancer.
Now, what's amazing is, I mean, you can see their expression. They smile. He's standing upright, just like you see the professional dancers on television. How much time did they put into training for this national championship? Because this was a big thing. They took on dancers from all over the country, obviously.
That's true. They've been competing against East Coast dancers and West Coast dancers. They were the only couple represented Oregon State, and they've done very well. Judges noticed them, even they were the smallest on the floor.
Yeah, you know, I found this interesting. They actually competed against older, like, how old were some of the kids that they were competing against? As we said, they're 7 and 8 years old.
Yes, they did 2 age divisions. Their own dance division is up to 9 years old. It's a preteen one, and by the rules, USA Dance rules, they are allowed to dance 1 category up. So they've been competing as well with the preteen dancers who are 10, 11 years old.
And they beat,
yes,
they beat some of those 10 and 11 years old.
Yes.
So, and they could beat this 36-year-old, let me tell you. Okay, now Anya, if people want to learn more about your dance studio and these young people, how can they do that? Do you have a website?
Yes, I do have a website. It is anyadancing.com, ANYAdancing.com. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, and now we're going to have more with these young champions, and maybe they can teach this old dog some new moves. We'll see. It's going to be hard to top this, though. More to come later in the show, guys. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of young dancers on this show. I don't think I've seen something quite like that. I mean, they are just
so refined and precise. And,
absolutely elegant and graceful.
They're dancing with heavy metals on, too. Yeah, I mean, that's
national champs.
It's not heavy metal dancing.
No.
It's a different...
Today, he is learning that ballroom dancing isn't just for adults. Joe is with 2 local kids who recently won the top prize at the National Dance Championships. He joins us from Southwest Portland with more. Joe, I am so impressed by their talent.
Absolutely. These kids can really cut the rug. Let me tell you, this is Lazar. How old are you, Lazar?
I'm 8 years old.
Okay. And then Alena, how old are you, sweetheart?
I'm 7 years old.
Okay, so 8 and 7. And just recently, they won the gold medals at the National USA Dance Championships in Los Angeles. They were the only group from Oregon in their age range. And this is their teacher, Anya Klimova-Preston, once again. Now, tell me a little bit. We're going to show some video. Guys, go ahead and show the video of when you guys competed in Los Angeles. Tell us what this competition was like for you.
It was fun, but it was a little bit challenging, and I was a bit scared that we'd win last place.
You'd win last place? Well, you won first place, and that was very exciting. What was your favorite dance to do?
My favorite dance was samba.
Samba. I think that's the one in your pink dress, right? I think that's the one we're showing right now. Is that your favorite dance, too?
Yes.
Okay, now I understand that you had to compete against some older kids, too. Like some of them were 11 years old. Is that kind of scary?
Yes, it was a bit scary.
And I understand you beat those older kids, too. Is that right?
Some of them.
You beat some of them. Very good. Okay. Now, what is it you like about dancing?
Well, I like... It's just a sport that, you know, not much people do, and I kind of like moving my body.
Yeah, I understand it. Now, is he a pretty good dance partner?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. I think you guys make a great team. And Anya, what are the age range of dancers that you teach here, just out of curiosity?
Well, the youngest teacher that comes to me. He is 3 years old.
Okay.
And that was an exception because the boy is really talented. And I think at some point we made an exception for Lazar when he came.
Yeah.
And the oldest ones, those are senior couples. And the oldest senior couple I have, they are 69 years old. And in fact, tomorrow morning we're heading to Canada to compete at the senior competitions.
There you go. Never too old or too young to begin dancing here. We're going to have a lot more with these young champions and show you more of their incredible dance moves. That's coming up a little bit later in the show. Nice job, guys. All right, Kim, back to you in the studio.
I am totally impressed. They are so great. Thank you, Joe. Really well spoken. All right, straight ahead on Good Day Oregon.
First, live, local. Good Day Oregon starts now on Fox 12 Oregon.
West Portland to explain. And Joe, these kids are amazing.
Yes, not only dancing machines, Pete, but dancing champions. These two young Oregonians have taken the dancing world by storm, and we're going to see their dance moves coming up next on Good Day Oregon. First, live, local.
We are on the go with Joe, and move over Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Joe V may have found the next great dance duo. They are two young children who recently won the top prize at the National Dancing Championships. Joe joins us live from Southwest Portland with more. Joe, I'm going to tell our viewers right now, if you didn't see the last segment, you need to check this out because these kids are good.
Watch these kids. Yeah, watch them right now with Anya Klimova-Preston. And here are her two students. This is Lazar and Alena. And they're in their dancing position, ready to go. Hit the music there, Anya. And we will see these kids in action. What are they going to be doing right now? What kind of dance are they going to do?
They are going to do cha-cha-cha.
The cha-cha-cha. Okay. Now, they won the... They're still in the dance position. Did they dance?
They are about to start.
All right. I just wanted to make sure here. All right. So they won the gold medal at the USA National Dance Championships in Los Angeles. They were the only kids in their age from Oregon, and they beat kids. They're 7 and 8 years old, and they beat kids up to 11 years old. So these kids can really move. How many different kinds of dance do they do?
They do 2 programs. The first program is a ballroom, and that's the waltz and quick step that we did previously this morning. And the second program is the Latin American dancing. And there we can see cha-cha-cha, samba that we're going to show later. And they do Rumba as well.
Now, what I love about these kids, in addition to the fact that they've got the moves and all that stuff, they smile the whole time. Like, that's got to be a very difficult thing to do because you're running around trying to remember these steps, and it looks like they're genuinely having a good time.
Well, that is very true. It is important to actually show and project those emotions that you experience during the dancing. Obviously, they are here because they like it a lot, but for them to be a true artist is to show that. So we do work a lot on facial expression, but they are totally genuine. They really love it, and they do it with a pleasure. So that's what you see on their faces.
Now, Anya does do lessons here for people from, we said from 3 up until, I think 69.
Yeah, 69,
Her
70.
website is anyadancing.com. Is that correct? Okay. Pete, we have got a lot more. These kids are just getting started. More fancy moves coming your way in just a bit. Back to you in the studio.
They are remarkable. Joe, thanks. Let's get over on the go with Joe. And today he is with some kids who can really cut a rug. Joe is with 2 local children who recently won the National Dance Championships, and they're both under the age of 10. He joins us live from Southwest Portland with their story. And Joe, they are remarkable.
Yeah, they're under the age of 9, actually, Pete. They're 7 and 8 years old. Alena and Lazar right here, and their teacher Anya is joining us once again. As Pete said, they won the gold medal at the USA National Championships in Los Angeles. They were the only group from Oregon in their age group, and they took on kids up to, what, 11 years old?
Yes, right.
Older kids, and you're going to see why they won. What are they going to do for us now, these kids?
We're going to do tango right now for you.
All right. It takes 2 to tango, and wait till you see these 2 do it. All right. Alena and Lazar. Now, I have attempted the tango. It is a difficult dance to do. Tell me about the work that these 2 young kiddos have put into dancing, into preparing for the national championships.
Well, we've started working last year once they were successful at the Northwest Regional Championships. Once they won, we thought, well, we have a chance at the national championships. And we decided to just, aim for this national championship, and we started doing the whole program. program and getting ready for their dancing. They've been working about 6 hours a week, I would say, together with their practices. And tango is not on the competition, but that is something extra that we do for Canadian competitions, which actually they did in March, and they were successful as well. That was kind of a rehearsal for nationals.
Now, how long have these two been dancing with you? Because they're young, but it looks like they've been doing it for years.
Well, Lazar came when he was 4, and he is 8 right now. And Alena came when she was 4, and she's 7 right now. So I guess I've been their first teacher since their beginning, and I'm honored that their parents trust me with their dance education. And it's fun to work with them because they love it, and they do it with passion, and they give 100% every lesson. So that's a blessing.
Very nice. And again, they offer lessons here to people of all age range. As she said, they start as young as 4. You even have one student that's 3, you were telling me. That's
right.
A little on the young side. But adults, even seniors, right? I mean, all ages.
Yes, senior couples are doing it as a family activity. Some of my students said that that's the only time when they actually get to be together without running some, you know, home business and things. They just get together to dance together, to enjoy the music.
Well, there you go. These guys definitely will provide you with the inspiration. We've got more great dance moves from these kiddos coming your way a little bit later in the show. Pete, national champions from right here in Oregon. Back to you in the studio.
And you can see why. Joe, thanks so much. National Dance Championships. And Joe, you're in Southwest Portland. We've been raving about these kids all morning long.
Pete, I am in awe. I am. This is Lazar and Alena once again. They won the national championship, the gold medal at the National USA Dance Championships in Los Angeles for their age group. And competing against, they're what, 7 and 8 years old. They were competing against kids as old as 11. So very impressive. Now, Lazar, Anya here is your teacher, but I thought I could learn some dance moves from you. Do you think you can teach me how to dance?
Yes.
Okay. Now, first of all, you wear a tie. I don't wear a tie. Do I have to have a tie to do it like in the competitions? Are you supposed to wear a tie?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to let me borrow your tie? Yes. Okay, it's a clip-on, thankfully. So, folks, well, I don't usually wear these. All right, so I'm going to put this on first. So let's see here. So we got to look the part, right? All right. Does that look okay? Look all right? Oh, you're so kind. Boy. All right. Now, what dance do you want to teach us how to do, Lazar? What are you going to teach us?
I'll teach you waltz.
The waltz. Okay. What is it? How does the waltz look? Are you kind of going around like this? Is it something like that? Or how do you do it?
Not really. It's more of a calm kind of box step. So you first kind of go with your heel. Your heel, okay. Like this.
And what are you doing with your hands? So Anya will be my dance partner here. What do I do with Anya here?
So your left hand you're gonna put in the air like this.
Okay, left hand like this. Okay.
And then this hand you're gonna put behind her back like this.
Okay. Now show the camera. How am I supposed to stand? What's the correct posture? Show the camera if you would. Show Mike. What's the correct posture with your hands up? with a nice flourish. Okay, I'm doing this all wrong here. No, hold on a sec.
Oh, yes.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, and then what do we do with our feet?
First you need to stuck your stomach.
Stuck in my stomach?
Uh-oh.
I am, sadly.
Okay.
Okay, and then where do we go from there?
And then from there, you step forward.
Okay. Forward.
And then you go to the side. And then you get on your toes like a ballerina.
Okay. Oh, and toes like a ballerina.
And then you go down.
And then you go down. Hey, I think...
And then you start from the other foot and do the same thing.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, Lazar, we are all out of time. But not only are you a great dancer, you're a great teacher as well. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now, we've got one more segment, and we wanted to show the folks how you won your national title. You guys, you were telling me your favorite dance is the samba. Is that right? You guys love to do the samba? So in about 15 minutes, we're going to have you do the samba for us. Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right, looking forward to it. So, Pete, there you go. Not only a great dancer, but a great dance instructor as well. More of these young kiddos coming your way in just a bit. Back to you in the studio.
All right. Joe, thank you. We are on the go with Joe and move over Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Joe V may have found the next great dance duo.
Yes, they're two young children who recently won the top prize at the National Dancing Championships. Joe's in Southwest Portland with more from these talented kids. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yes, it has been quite the show here from young Lazar and Alena. She's 7, he's 8, and they won the National USA Dance Championships, won the gold medal in Los Angeles, competing against the top young dancers from throughout the United States. They were the only team in their age group from Oregon, and they competed against kids as old as 11 years old, so taking on older kids as well as ones in their own age range. Now, thus far, guys, we've seen you did the waltz today, you did the tango, you did the cha-cha-cha, right? And you said you were going to do, what was your favorite dance you said you wanted to do?
Samba.
The samba, okay. Now, the samba is a Latin dance. Do you remember where the samba comes from? Anyone? Brazil, good man. Okay, so you ready to do a little samba for our cameras here? Okay, this is one of the dances they performed at the National Championships. So, Anya, you and I can step over here to the side, and we will cede the floor to our two young stars and two young national champions who, on your cue, will begin to samba. Take it away, kiddos. All right. I think this is my favorite one, too.
Yeah, they enjoy it so much. And in fact, this dance can be danced on a higher level. Like at the beginning, they don't know this dance. They only learn this when they already know cha-cha and rumba.
Now, how many different dances do these children know, just out of curiosity?
I think that we're aiming into the, full program, so that would have been 5 Latin American dancing and 5 ballroom dances. So in Latin American, it is samba, cha-cha, rumba, jive, and paso doble. And in ballroom dancing, it is waltz, tango, foxtrot, Viennese waltz, quick step. Yeah.
It's amazing. Now, what do you think, in addition to this being a great hobby for the kids, what do they get in terms of their own personal development from, spending these time and learning all these dances and this discipline?
Well, looking at them, I see, first of all, that it's an excellent, a different activity for them, compared to school and all of the stress that they get. It's a great fun and stress relief for them. The second thing, it's, as you see, it's a very good physical exercise. It's very demanding, and they develop the whole body, not just being, stuck on certain group of muscles. And also the partnerships and friendships that they develop. That is amazing. They are the best friends, I think. And in fact, today when I was asking Lazar who was his favorite princess, he said, well, Alena is my favorite princess.
I love it.
I think that's quite cute for the boy, to say such a thing.
And they got some fancy footwork to boot. Anya teaches kids as young as 3 or 4 years old, adults, seniors. Her website is anyadancing.com. I want to say that this has been just an absolute pleasure. So kids, bravo, bravo, standing ovation. Please take a bow, take a bow. Take a bow. Nicely done. So there you go, guys. Our national champions. And man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to dance like that? Let's send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, and Anya, obviously a great teacher.